What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fixed blade that piqued my interest because of the cost. I saw another review on this same knife, and it kind of piqued my interest. So I went to Amazon. This will be in the Amazon affiliate links down below as usual, and it piqued my interest because of the cost. It was a very inexpensive blade. It was very cool. And then whenever I went to Amazon, looked at it, there was a promotion or there was a discount code to get so much off. So I ended up paying $26 for this knife. This is the Gtkii, the Gtkii, maybe that's how you pronounce it, maybe. But this is the Gtk8. That is the model of this blade. All right. We'll get it out of the box here. I've had this thing for a while. My son has fell in love with this knife. It's a China-made knife, yes, but my son has fell in love with this knife, and there will be a Firecraft on this knife. And after I get done with Firecraft, I'm going to gift it to my boy because he really likes it for some unknown reason. Out of all the awesome knives and all the expensive knives that I have, he wants this one. Go figure. But the blade came shoved down in the sheath, down in plastic, of course, and it came wrapped in bubble wrap. And you can get this in black or green. I opted for the green. And on Amazon, it shows this as like a really bright, vibrant green. It's not. It is just green. It is just your regular old average, green, like army green. So that's what we're looking at. It has got a very cheap belt clip sheath attachment, and every time you try to pull the knife out, it pulls off your belt. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I got it for like 25 bucks, something like that, $27. I don't know, but there's the box. It's okay for the price of it, I suppose. And the sheath is very heavy duty sheath, that's for sure. The whole thing's kind of heavy. It is nearly a 1/4 inch thick slab of DC53 steel. That's what they claim it is. There you go. That's one bad looking knife now. That's one badass looking knife. It really is. Like I said, 1/4 inch thick steel. There will be a Firecraft with this. It came sharp. I'm just going to say sharp. It was not screaming sharp. The back of the spine is sharp. In between these little ridges that are right here, it is sharp, so it will strike fire steel. It will scratch fat wood. It just has plastic handle scales, so I did pull these handle scales off, and I will try to roll in a picture of the handle scales, and you can see that they are hollow handle scales. So I don't like hollow handle scales. The last time I bought a very cheap blade that had hollow, plastic handle scales that were hollow, I was doing some batoning. I accidentally got up here a little close to the handle. I hit the plastic handle scales, and the damn things just kind of shattered up here on the end, So I don't like hollow plastic handle scales, but you're looking at $26, okay, on Amazon. It has a large enough handle, though. I mean, the handle's large. It has a usable finger choil. It does sort of have a little bit of texture right here, and it does kind of go down for like a pinch grip, sort of. It does have some texturing around the handle, and does have jipping up here on top. It's got a blood groove and DC53 steel. Let's see. The entire knife from one end to the other is approximately, I don't know, just under 12.5 inches. You have got a little over 6 inches, about 6 1/8 of cutting edge, and the blade itself is just about a little over 6 1/2. A little over a 6 1/2 inch blade is what we're looking at here. But, it does have 3 bolts to hold the handle scales on. It's got something going on here on the blade to make it look cool. And it does. It looks cool. It does look cool. It's big, it's heavy. This sheath is big and heavy, and I don't know, guys. It's solid. It's just solid plastic. Does have a drainage hole in the bottom of the sheath. It's got plenty of lashing points on it. The clip is, I mean, the everything they put into this clip is good. It's just the metal clip sucks. It's just very cheap, and it won't retain on your belt. So whenever you pull the knife out of the sheath, the whole thing comes off, you know, off your belt. Maybe if you put something different here, you know, onto this plastic framework, maybe, you know, maybe that'd be better. But you know, I have plenty of other better knives than this, and I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to give this to him, and he will do whatever he wants to do with it. It does retain in the sheath well. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It does have a little rattle, but damn, this thing's heavy. When you get it all together, it's freaking heavy. But does have a pretty good push-off point to get it out of the sheath. You know, it is what it is for 26 bucks. That's what I'm saying. So there will be a Firecraft on this thing. It is very cool. It is very cool. So I don't know. It's just a big, heavy blade. Now, for a comparison, if you want to spend just a little bit more money and get a lot better handle and probably a little better steel out of the deal, you could go with something from one of my favorite budget knife makers. You could go with something from Eafengrow. All right, Eafengrow makes lots of different blades, lots of different options. Their sheaths are Kydex. They're made better, in my opinion. They all have this wannabe Tech Lock clip on the back, which works. But yeah, here's kind of a comparison here. It's not a very good comparison, but they're relatively the same size. You know, this is just made a little more radical, but that's what we're looking at for a comparison here. You know, and this has got micarta handle scales with G10 liners. You know, 3 bolts to hold it on. You're looking at about 60 bucks though for these. 60, I think, maybe 80. You can pick up just about any knife that Eafengrow makes between 50 and 80 bucks, basically. I know that's a wide range, but that's kind of what you're looking at for prices on Eafengrow for anything in this size range, okay? And, you know, this Eafengrow is just as thick. Actually, the Eafengrow, yeah, no, they're about exactly the same as far as thickness goes. They're pretty darn close on thickness. They're both right at 1/4 of an inch thick steel. They're probably 0.23, I would say. 0.22, no, they're probably 0.23 anyway. But they're both, I don't know, they're both badass blades. They really are. This one's got 2 holes in the bottom of it so you can run a lanyard. This one has got 2 holes in the bottom of it. It's got a hole up here where you can run a front lanyard. It has 2 holes up here. You can run a front lanyard on this one. The better of the two, for sure, my opinion, is this one. But you're paying a little bit more too, you know. But I figured this would be a pretty decent comparison. I've made some Firecraft videos with this one. You guys know that this one will hold up and this one will do what you need to do. This one is also in AUS-10 steel. Now, I did hear a rumor, because this is DC53. That's what is stamped on the side of it. But I also heard that this may actually be a 7CR something, and it may be a little bit of fibbing on the on the blade steel. I don't know that for sure. I have no idea. I just heard a little rumor from a little birdie. So I don't know, guys. But if it is DC53 and it's 23 bucks, or shoot, $26, $27, you know, why not? It'd be a beater. It'd be a good truck knife to throw in the truck. If somebody steals it, you're only out 26, 27 bucks, you know. So good beater knife. Good camp knife just to beat the shit out of, maybe. I don't know. But if you're wanting something that might last a little longer, and if you accidentally get it in a predicament where you shouldn't, where like you're beating on the handle to get it through something, you know, this is going to hold up a whole lot better. I mean, a whole lot better. But it is a little more expensive. But I just wanted to say that for a little bit more money, you can end up with something that's a whole lot better than these. Just saying. I'm not super impressed, but we will do a Firecraft with it. Oh, and like I said, this thing just came sharp. Okay, Eafengrow does not send their blades out screaming sharp, but they send their blades out way sharper than this one was sent out to me. Some of these are close to screaming sharp that you get from Eafengrow. So, I don't know, guys. Spend a little bit more money and get you an Eafengrow, in my opinion, unless you just want that $25, $26 beater, you know, then there you go. I just know that that Eafengrow is going to outlast this one, in my opinion, especially if you go to really hard using this thing and beating the shit out of it. But either way, my boy wants this knife. I want to do a firecraft with it. We will, we'll see how it does firecrafting. I'm sure it will do just fine. I'm sure it will be just fine. It does have a hollow grind, so it will be somewhat slicey for having it has a hollow grind, and it will be somewhat slicey because of because of that grind, even though it is, you know, nearly a 1/4 inch thick. But I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's worth that kind of money, but you got to understand what you're getting for that kind of money is what I'm getting at, guys. But anyway, this is it. Chandler's Legacy Farm. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we're out of here, and we will see ya. Maybe. Come on.